Yes, yes. Okay. Good evening. Um, Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you are having a nice evening. I have someone here, a man of God, an apostle of the gospel, an apostle of the gospel that God is using. No, we just discussed, on our live session, we just discussed something there about is paying tight enough. So we want to throw more light. Want to throw more light on that. So please, sir, can you introduce yourself so that people will see you?
Okay. Um, Good everyone. I'm Joseph by name. Though I'm not apostle anyway. Okay. Paying tithes, is it enough? Well, paying tithe it's not enough, because to me paying tithe is a sign of honor to God. The Bible said in Malachi 3:10 that we should bring our tithes into the storehouse of God. And that passage also made us to understand that God will open the windows of heaven, and pour out His blessings towards tithes. Now, some Christians do pay tithes and went and relax, thinking that they have already done the needful. It's good to pay your tithe, but when you pay your tithe, the remaining 9% out of the 10% that God asked of one, the remaining 9%, what do you do with that 9% is what that matters. So that 90% that remains, what do you do with it? You can't just go out and start spending the 90% without planning. You are expected to plan with that 90%. Out of that 90%, you are expected to invest from that 90%.
Okay. Sorry for cutting you short, man of God. Okay, say man of God. Sorry for cutting you short. But I want to ask this question: is tithing good? Do you encourage people to tithe?
Yes, tithing is good, and I encourage people to tithe, because tithe has a blessings accompanying or following it. So it's a command that God is. To me, tithe is the only thing that God asks us to do for Him. We are just doing it as an honor to Him. So tithe is good.
Okay, that is very good. That's very good. At least it's coming from you. For how long have you been tithing, if I may ask?
Well, I've been tithing for a period of time now, though I didn't start because of my background when we are in Orthodox, something of that nature. So it was when I get the knowledge of tithing that I know that tithing is good. So that was when I started tithing.
Well, since you started tithing, has there been any change? Do you have any change at all that you say that there is different from when you are not tithing and now you are committed, you tithe faithfully? It's not about you tithe this month, or maybe you're a contractor, you got a contract and you tithe for a particular contract, then the other contract you will not tithe. Tithing again is also being faithful to that. So since you are faithful in tithing, you are becoming faithful in tithing, is there any different or change?
Yes, there is a different effect, but at least I have had the experience of when I stopped tithing for a period of time, I noticed some difficulties around my business or my work activities. It just look as if I'm struggling to catch up something. But at a time, I made up my mind that I'll be consistent with my tithing, despite how little it is. Because then I was seeing it that maybe my income is too small, or sometimes, okay, let's say for instance now, maybe you just do one or two things. Maybe you earn 1,000 naira, then you bringing out 100 naira as a tithe. You just look at it that this 100 naira is too small now. for you to give God. No, it's not. Is that the smallest of that is not what God is. It's not what God is looking at. What God is looking at is the the commitment, the value. It doesn't matter, because then I was looking at that this thing is small, but at a time, make up my mind. Even if it is 15 that enters my hand, 5 naira must go.
That's good. That's a
Must go.
wonderful one there. And we'll be bringing up people to talk about this issue of is tithing enough? Is tithing enough? Because many people out there, they are tithing, but they are tithers, but they find difficult in their life, in their life activities, they are struggle to get things, but they tithe. So, Apostle, I say you're not a man of God. What do you have to tell them? Just a word of advice. You have like 5 seconds to do that, sir.
Okay, my word of advice is that please endeavor to pay your tithe. It pays. It pays. Endeavor to pay your tithe and be committed to it. Committed to it. And once you pay your tithe, the remaining 90%, plan with it, invest with it. It's when you invest that you will reap from your investment. Just like someone going to plant something. So when you plant something, you wait for the harvest time. When you invest, you are waiting for a harvest time. It's when it was through it will be through that harvest time that God will prove himself, that God will make that thing to multiply in 1,000-fold. God will not come down and say, okay, because you pay tithe, take this one. No, it must use an avenue to reward you or to bless you.
Okay, that is a nice one. That's a nice one from our apostle. Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you. It's an honor for us to have you in our channel, Intimacy channel. And we'll be bringing more people that will come and teach us or talk to us on the matter we have. I believe that this will be the episode 1. So we'll have more episodes. Remain blessed.